And we are proud to welcome onto the program this morning Dr. Richard Ansinelli. Richard, you're a cardiologist, right?
Correct.
And for those that do not know what a cardiologist is, first of all, shame on you. But a quick explanation, you deal with the heart.
That's right. I mean, I take care of, right here, this is my business, and we do a lot of different things in patients. There's just a vast amount of disease. This is the #1 killer in the country. It's across all age groups, and there's just a host of different things we take care of.
Doctor, I guess it was 9 years ago, my father received a heart valve replacement, which I guess was a pig valve. And I believe at that time that they told him that pig valve would last about 10 years. And I wonder now, since it's been 9 years since there was a pig valve replacement used, is there advancement in that now? Do we still rely on the pig for the valve, that type of thing?
The pig valve was an option for patients a number of years ago that allowed them not to take blood thinners, which is a little bit of a trial for a lot of people to have to get their blood drawn every month. Sometimes it's difficult to adjust. It increases bleeding risks. And the pig valve was it was a tissue valve actually from a pig that was treated and implanted in humans. It allowed patients not to have to take a blood thinner. But the long-term downside of that was the valve deteriorated over time. So a great percentage of patients had to have them replaced at 10 years because the valve was back to being blocked or leaking. Nowadays, we use a different type of a tissue valve that lasts a lot longer. So the answer to your question is yes, you do a lot better with advancements in valve surgery. In fact, all types of heart surgery, there's been great advancements in that. Fortunately for people here, we have one of the top heart surgery programs in the country at King's Daughters, top 5%, best in Kentucky. The whole hospital is top-notch as far as heart business goes, top 100 heart hospital. We have a door-to-balloon time now of less than 50 minutes, which is well above the national average. Door-to-balloon time means how long it takes us to get your artery open if you come into our emergency room with a heart attack, and that saves a lot of lives.
Well, one of the things, too, this is also not only National Heart Month, or American Heart Month, but it's also National, I think, Women's Heart Month as well. And you hear so many statistics about this area being the most unhealthiest and whatsoever, but it's not only men that have heart issues as well, right?
I'm glad you brought that up because this is Women's Heart Month, and the term is Go Red for Women, trying to make women more aware of the fact that probably heart disease kills maybe 11 times as much as breast cancer, which has had tremendous awareness. And women present a little bit differently. They present a little later in their lives, but they clearly have heart disease as the top of the list as far as a cause of mortality. And it needs to be addressed more in venues like this where we tell women you have the same risks as men with these risk factors we talked about earlier, and you need to keep up in touch with your physician to know if you've got any increased risk. You need to be evaluated perhaps with stress testing or other ways to check and make sure that you're not at increased risk for having this problem. And one last thing is we have a lot of what we call couples that have heart disease. People have been married for 25 or 30 years. The husband has heart disease and has bypass surgery. It's certainly common for 5 to 10 years later for the wife to come in with exactly the same problem. Yep. So this is a national major problem, and people just need to be aware of changing their lifestyles. You really can reduce your risk.
By the way, and I hope none of the other cardiologists at King's Daughters holds this against me. I have many friends at King's Daughters Medical Center, but I would just like to say this morning our guest DJ is the most handsome cardiologist I believe we have ever had. Okay, just want to put that out.
Thank you.
The most handsome cardiologist at King's Daughters Medical Center, Dr. Richard Ansinelli, is here, ladies and gentlemen, on Magic 97.9.